Welcome back everybody, Lord Twitch here, and today we're going to continue with episode 313 of our Dungeons & Dragons Space Shuttle Season 2 series here on the channel. Once again, if you guys want to interact with me or any of the other members of the Discord, take a peek at the Discord link in the description. While you're down in the description, take a peek at the 10% off W link. Helps me out, helps the company, and it's a great thing to do. That being said, if you guys have not already, make sure you are subscribed as we are trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. And if it does pique your interest, take a peek at the two membership tiers that we do have set up. Just keep in mind, I do want to add some more benefits to those in the coming few weeks, I guess. And yeah, that being said, I want to upgrade a few things with our Mystical Ag Farm. So, two different things. Anytime this thing harvests, it fills up. And same right within here. I want to make some upgraded servos, and then I even want to toss one on this guy too, so that it actually pulls out quicker and more, I guess, at the same time. I guess quicker too, because it looks like there is a higher extraction rate or lower extraction rate. So I want to make the Signalum here, because that's what Don did suggest. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Let's take a look at this guy first. Okay, so I do need 2 there. So 3 total. Do we have any servos at all? We have 6. Alright, so it looks like we just need some iron plates. I think I'll go ahead and just turn the rest of this into plates real quick. Let me sleep and I'll be right back. Alright, toss the iron into here. Looks like we actually have 19 plates to start. Alright, so make 3 of those guys. Looks like we need some glass as well. We don't have any glass there. Oh man, I forgot we had that thing running. In that case, perfect. And we're gonna let that just kind of process up for a little bit. Yeah, that's full. So there's our 3 hardened. Next we want some reinforced. Looks like we need more redstone servos as well. So I'm assuming we need them for even that guy, right? Yeah. So we need, what, 6 of these? Okay, looks like we are out of red alloy as well. Okay, so was able to make a couple crafts of those. Just toss those away. Or did I toss the... yeah. So there's the hardened. That'll bump us up to the reinforced. Let's go ahead and grab some more glass. And I think I'm gonna have to start growing some of the redstone. Alright, Alright, so there's the reinforced. Alright, so I just need some signalum and then, of course, just more servos. So let's toss those into there. And let me run up and start growing some more of the redstone. This way we can make the last few redstone alloy that we need. Alright, so let's see, how many can we make? 2. I mean, all we needed was 12. 2, 3. Get rid of you. Signalum now. And we just need the plates. Alright, and we're down here now. Just had to charge up our tablet. And there we go. There's our 3 signalum servos. And I do want to see if we can't make a few of the impulse item ducts, because it is going to travel a little bit quicker. So it looks like we need... Is it just any hardened? Hardened copper, hardened tin, hardened glass. Oh, those are for dents. Okay, so it's this recipe here. So tin plate, electrotine, hardened glass, and aluminum. Hardened glass. Okay, it looks like we need a bit more hardened glass. So that was, I think it was this that we usually use. I guess we turn that into some dust. Is it just this pulverized? I need 8 of that. Alright, let me go grab some obsidian then. Alright, so if I toss the obsidian into our pulverizer here, auto in output disabled. This guy probably already has, yeah, so we'll just enable that again. And we're also gonna have to pulverize up some of these. Actually, can I even pulverize these plates? I can induction smelter to get the ingot back. Alright, so let's start with that then. And then from here, we should be able to pulverize those up. And there's the 8. And I think I'll just toss that there. And honestly, I think at some point I want to... Because I think it's under these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna want to go through and replace like all of these with a higher tier so that it starts pulling from this stuff quicker and actually makes it here quicker. So let's go check on this. Right, now it's starting. So from here, we should be good to start tossing into our actual induction smelter. And honestly, let's just come into here with the recipe for this guy. And those tin plates as well. Alright, and then it's just some lumium. We have very little. Toss that into there. I honestly may have to melt down more aluminum or lumium because I think it's like 1,000 some odd per craft. Yeah, 1,008. So there's that. Let me go ahead, grab a bit of lumium. I'm just gonna toss 10 in there. And then since I have a few, go ahead and start. I think our first little bit should be what actually pulls from the storage crate. So if we put one of these guys here and a signalum servo, we can just ignore. Oh yeah, like that's going so much quicker now. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have enough. Let's yeah, this is gonna take a bit. Okay, let me go grab our lumium. I just want to make sure we have enough item ducts before we even start. Grab our lumium. Grab the rest of our hardened glass, toss it into here, and how much do we have? Alright, this should be enough for 2 crafts. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's start digging from where this actually like leads to where it goes. So it looks like you drop and then come back up. Like, I can always replace this brick, no problem. Oh man, there's just so much. And make our way back. Oh, right here. There we go. So I think I'm gonna start working backwards. And before I get too far, let's just toss the rest of this essence into here. And I do believe I want to grab this guy, place a light. Right, and something like that. Go into here, ignored. Pop that one in. And if I get like right under, should be able to do the same thing and ignore. And then just need to continue this guy through. It is supposed to drop down one. Maybe it would be easier if I went from this guy. You know what? Let's do it this way then. Oh yeah, and look at those things just being shot. Like, they're going. Yeah, I cleared out faster than I actual regular harvest too. So let's just toss. All the bricks in that we can. And let's look for bricks. Alright, so that should be... Yeah, that's perfect. I just wanted to make sure that it was actually keeping up. Awesome. So now we shouldn't have like any backlog in here. Yeah, like look at that. That's just popping in and going as soon as it is. Nice. Alright, so I think we got 2 impulse left. I think I want to go ahead and start converting as much of this Inferium up as we can, since we do have a little bit of time left. I'll show you guys how I do that. I usually just come over here, click on this first tier, and I just spam click this until our inventory is full. And then it's just a matter of dropping everything off back into the storage. And then it's just, again, going until our inventory is full, and then tossing everything back in. And let's see, it says we got quite a bit. Alright, down to 9. And now we have a bunch of this middle tier. So we should probably grind that up. And I just want to see how much like insanium we have. Alright, that looks like that's that. So Supremium is the next tier. Sanium. And then we have 44 7 blocks of Insanium. And then I can just take this, hit P to place it down. And now this is all kind of cleaned back up so that once we do start getting a bunch more of this, I mean, we're already up to almost a stack of Inferium again. We'll be able to kind of proceed. Let's see. Okay, I don't have a lot of ruby, but I know we had some ruby seeds. Oh yeah. And I just want to make like a stack of rubies and pulverize these down, because the next thing I'm going to start working for is actually going to be grinding out a lot of that chrome. Alright, and did we already, out of curiosity, okay, no, doesn't look like we have anything in here at the moment. You are one empty chest. I'm thinking if we just place this here, we can just like grab a servo. Actually, let's grab a couple servos. And then, honestly, I'll just place this chest here. I want one servo, or item duct, rather. This one I want to pull. This one I want to just kind of push. So if I do cells, I want to make sure this guy has empty cells at all points. Auto input. Auto input. And then these guys auto output out the bottom. Okay, well, if it's got auto input and output, I don't think I necessarily need to have the servo there then, right? Yeah, because that's gonna auto input. Okay. So in that case, it should be safe to... I'm gonna really go through and change each of these. Alright, and then I just need to go grab some of my ruby dust. Alright, so if we just toss... I guess we have to manually toss it in, don't we? What if I configure... I don't know if like cells would start filling in that spot if this was empty. Alright, toss these last two in. And everything just went right up into here. Might have to move that guy to a more permanent location, especially since we know it can input output like that. I do want to test one thing. Grab some of these. Let me configure this slot. Auto input. Yeah, see, the cells will start. Oh, filter input. Alright. So definitely not gonna work how I wanted it to. But it's fine. Yeah, and I think that'll give us like what, 8 pieces of chrome. That's fine. Anyway, that is all the time we have for this episode. So if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. Next episode, we will just kind of continue along. Maybe grind out a little bit more of that chrome, maybe a little bit more mystical ag stuff. But all in all, we will just kind of move forward. But with that, hope you guys have a great day. See you next time. See ya.